Coming up on This Week in Video Games, we got lots of awesomeness coming your way. We've got the new Dead Island trailer. Jess and I are going head-to-head in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. We're talking about the new Defiant map pack for Halo Reach, and we've got very special guest, the DCD in the house. Hey everyone, and welcome to This Week in Video Games. I'm your host, Andrea Renee. You can follow me on Twitter at Andrea Renee, and you can follow This Week in Video Games on Twitter at TWIVG. And we did a really fun little Twitter contest today, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute. But first, I'd like to introduce you to my beautiful co-host, Miss Jessica Villarreal.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jessica Villarreal, and you can find me on Twitter at JessV. That's JESV. And real quick, I'd just like to say thank you to the DCD for my Valentine's Day present. It's a Street Fighter Zombies t-shirt.
And I'm very jealous of that shirt, by the way. And as always, we've got Adrian Acevedo-Smith-Men in the chat. Woo.
Hey guys, I see you again. As always, remember you can contact me at Twitter at GodzillaRex. And also, if you've noticed, we got this little board in the back that has a bunch of letters in it. That's the chat room. So now our two lovely hosts will be able to see the chat room right there. And I'd like to give a shout out to all our viewers in today. We got Cliff Anderson, Dead Pix Alive, Curtis, and we got new people like Wonton Burrito Meals. Welcome.
Nice.
Oh, wonton burrito.
I like that.
That sounds like me. Half Chinese, half Spanish. I'm a wonton burrito.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it that way. That's funny. If you guys want to join our live chat room, if you're not in our chat, it's at ustream.tv/thisweekin. We do that every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time, or maybe 7:05 if we're running a little late. And we have a very special guest with us. Robert Workman, the DCD, is joining us via Skype. Welcome to the show.
Hello, how are you ladies today? And Adrian, how are you guys?
Hello.
We're doing great. We're very excited. We got lots of cool stuff coming up on the show today, and we're so glad that you could be here with us. If you guys
No problem.
Oh, absolutely. If you guys don't know, Rob's got a great website called gameplaybook.com. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a bit. But before we get too far into the show, we are going to do the showdown.
The showdown.
And we are playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Of course, this game came out this week. It's huge. Hopefully, you guys have gotten a chance to play it. It's lots of fun. And we did a little Twitter contest today to see who Jess and I would be playing as. And a big thank you to 9th Gen Hero for picking our teams. Jess will be playing Chun-Li, Dante, and Morgan. And I will be playing Phoenix, Deadpool, and I can never say his name right.
Oh, Amaterasu.
Amaterasu. Yes. Exactly. So without
Sounds
further
like-
ado, we're going to do best of 3 in 3 60-second rounds.
Okay.
So here we go. And
Here we go.
Adrian Rob, please provide color commentary.
All right, and in the opening match, we got Phoenix, Amaterasu, and Deadpool versus Dante, Chun-Li, and Morgan. It's going to be a hitty
Jeez,
fight,
on
ladies and
fire.
gentlemen.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, we need the sound.
Oh, we want some sound. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Right in a second.
There we go.
Here we go.
It's a rave!
Dante leading with the first attack. Phoenix. Countering.
That had hurt.
Whoa, Deadpool.
And an
Oh my God, there's
assist.
so much going on. I
Phoenix.
can't even tell what's
Following
going on.
up.
You have kind of a hot temper.
No, I'm not down already. This is BS.
Amaterasu comes in. And Chun-Li with a flying sidekick.
There's where we're
Perfect.
talking.
Followed by a
it's
fireball
Capcom
and
versus Capcom right now.
a couple tornado kicks. And juggling happening. Oh, and the temporary assist. And oh, and Dante's in here. Out of nowhere. Fires. Misses.
you're really good at this.
Counters with a sword. Fires. Good. Deadpool's in here.
Bad
Out of
dog.
there.
Morgan action here.
Morgan. Looking great, by the way, Morgan.
Oh,
Super bad. That's nice.
Heated battle.
do you like that? She says.
Oh, nice. Done. And a crossover combination canceled out by a
cancel it.
single punch.
Nice, nice. Try it again. How about that?
And another crossover combination followed by an ultimate. Who will win?
I don't know. I have no
It's a-
idea what just happened. Was
it's
that
more-
me or was that-
Shazam!
Follow. Oh, close, close.
I keep forgetting that I'm the second player. When I was playing yesterday, I was playing first player.
Make an excuse and kick her.
Deadpool versus Chun-Li. A little sliding kick action. Punching, punching. Fireball. Come on, come on. There we go.
Uh-oh. Oh, Jessica's in trouble.
Oh.
No! What's it gonna be?
To the
This is
left.
close, close. Time's up.
Oh, well, that's
I
close.
think it was you.
Oh.
Oh, by a
Andrew
hair.
wins
By
round
a
one.
hair.
That was awesome.
Okay, round one.
Okay, just B loses. She takes a shot.
Oh, I know. If I
Where
had some,
is the tequila
where
when
is
we
it?
need it?
That is my poison. That rematch?
Rematch.
Sure, okay.
They used to call me Marvel Girl for nothing.
How come I never meet any nice girls?
They say infinite time, please. We're actually doing best of 3, you guys. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, nice. Phoenix.
Shazam!
Right there.
Shazam? No, Phoenix.
No! No, she's not dead already. Ugh.
That's how
versus
Phoenix
Capcom.
always burns out.
Deadpool coming into the city. Chun-Li in plain sight here. Tries to follow up.
V goes to work. Gun done.
Oh, Deadpool sliding his way. Oh,
Well,
single-handed
as good as
punch
that
there.
sliding.
Oh, Dante comes in with the ultimate.
No,
There we go.
Wow.
27 hit, 28. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Got
Damn, Dante
him.
is down.
It's not a good match until Jespy goes into a
A what?
horde of expletives.
Oh.
Oh, no, no!
And
All right,
it's
here we go.
again.
Oh,
Oh, crossover combination.
Oh.
three-way pain.
Oh, spamming that attack button. Nice, but another crossover attack.
I got crucified on that one. All right, so it's 1 and 1.
One. Oh,
one.
you're down to the wire.
Last
Oh,
round
man.
Last
settles
round.
it all.
My heart
bet.
can't take
Place
the
your bets.
intensity. Shot for Andrea.
Wait,
Better leave while I can still
We'll
keep
have to,
Dark Phoenix at bay.
We'll have to stock up on our shots. We'll have to
How come I
keep
never
track
meet any nice girls?
next week.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're down to the final round. This thing is going fast. People switching in now. Projectiles flying all over the place. Madness. Oh my god, 4 characters on screen at the same time. What is going on?
Who would have the test of time?
Fireballs, punches, kicks, energy attacks. Yes, a sword.
take a look at it.
Oh, spamming a little bit.
That dog's been spayed.
She has been spayed. Oh,
Whoa, she able to be blocked it. Oh my
air
god.
attack, air attack.
And that's what we call the
Come back,
veterinarian
come back,
revenge.
come back
Crossover
with it.
combination.
Oh my gosh, I can't even
was
see what's
bubbles.
going on.
Oh my god.
Go!
Last girl, Phoenix.
Oh,
Will she be able to counter? Morgan's almost down, but she
How did I
managed to
lose
switch out
Deadpool?
just in
Where
time.
did he go?
Dante's slashing up and right. Oh my god.
Slicing it like a pizza.
And
It's over.
it's over, ladies and gentlemen.
I had no idea what was going on that whole time.
I don't even know where I lost Deadpool. Like, he came in and got killed in a matter of seconds.
Oh, 2 characters died in that one, is what Dead Pixel Live said.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even. I think that's why it was so astronomical. That's why they were in outer space. I need some water after that. God
I
damn.
know. Woo! All right, you guys. So that was a brief look at Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It is out for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation and the PC, I believe. And it's really fun. You can play online with your friends, and there's lots of cool characters that you can unlock. And they announced a DLC pack, which they've never done for Marvel vs. Capcom. And they're going to have some cool characters for that as well. And if you guys happen to notice, I was playing with this really awesome pink camel controller from Evil Controllers, and I'm wearing their t-shirt right now. And the reason I want to talk about Evil Controllers just for a second is because they're doing this really cool contest with thebitbag.com and my good friend Torrance Davis over there at the Bitbag, where if you send in a photo of yourself holding a controller, you have the opportunity to win one of these, which is really awesome. Evil Controllers does really cool modded controllers. They do top-of-the-line stuff, you guys. Their controllers are fantastic. They do custom D-pads, they do rapid-fire buttons, all kinds of really cool stuff. And this is all part of Girls in Gaming Awareness to help raise money for the Susan G. Komen for the Cure Foundation to help fight breast cancer. And Evil Controllers has pledged that they'll donate part of the proceeds of all of their controller sales this month to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. So head on over to thebitbag.com or evilcontrollers.com to learn more information.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good for them.
Okay, so now, Robert, tell us about Game Playbook. What's going on, man?
Well, that's just one of the things I work on right now. That's a sports game site that I own and run, basically. I just posted the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 review today, and I got the special edition with something Jess V wants. And
Nice.
That's the 12-page comic that
with
explains.
the codes on the back, including
that explains how the Marvel and Capcom worlds collide. And I'm so interested in knowing what's going on. I'm dying to know.
And that comes exclusively with the collector's edition, is that right?
Yeah, and that comes also with a steelbook case. So, obviously it looks very snazzy on your shelf. So yeah, it's a terrific game and everything. I have some issues, like you can't really do any spectator matches online like you could with Super Street Fighter 4, and there's a couple other options missing. But for the most part, it's a terrific game. And I also reviewed it for another site I freelance for, PlanetXbox360.com, and I'll probably talk about it on the podcast I'm doing, Post Game Report over there, talking about games.com. I'm busy, as Jess V will probably tell you. I'm very busy.
Of course you're busy. You always get all those review copies that I'm so jealous about.
Not always. I had to buy this collector's edition.
Oh, well, okay. Well, they're not exactly going to give collector's editions out. I mean, and if they did, they better have given one to us.
You didn't get a shirt. Just tell me. You're mad you didn't get a shirt. Okay, I'll get you something at GDC.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? Actually, Jess and I are planning to go to GDC. We're trying to figure out a way that we can broadcast our show live from GDC, so we're still working it out with our streaming service. So we don't have any final details on that yet, but we're hoping that we're going to be able to do some
It's
cool
in the
stuff.
works. We're working on it.
Yes.
Crossing our fingers.
Yes, indeed. Adrian, have you been able to pull up gameplaybook.com over there so we can take a peek at it?
It's pulled up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. So
Looking-
we'll
looks
hopefully take
great.
a look at it. And there it is.
Yeah.
That's your site. So how long have you been doing Game Playbook for?
I've actually been doing Game Playbook for well over a year now. It's starting to pick up in views. I mean, it's not like IGN sort of traffic or anything like that. It's still very independent. But, I mean, we've got support of 2K Sports and EA Sports. We do giveaways every once in a while, and has its own dedicated Twitter, twitter.com/GamePlaybook. We update it every chance we get, obviously. Well, when I say we, I mean me. I pretty much run the site. But I like saying weeb so it sounds, bigger.
Oh, of course. It's the internet. You can do whatever you want, right?
It's run by 20 people who eat beer and pizza. Cheers.
You just can't see them on the camera right now.
It's like every other gaming site out there. Beer and pizza. I swear. The people over at Mahalo Video Games are eating
need
pizza
our
Pizza.
like it's their
We eat
job.
Pizza all the time.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna stick around and talk some games with us.
I absolutely am. It sounds like we got a full docket to talk about today. I can't wait.
And we do. So let's go ahead and get to our first story in the headlines. All right, so the first story I want to talk about is Microsoft announces Defiant map pack for Halo Reach coming in March. And they put out a trailer for this, and I am super pumped for this because I was a little disappointed with the Noble map pack, which I'm sure a lot of you gamers out there were, because I'm a huge Halo fan, and I was like, really? Noble map pack? That's it? And so when I saw the trailer for this, I was really excited. We have some of the gameplay footage that we're going to show you right now about the 3 new maps.
Oh, wow.
And they're called, the first one I want to talk about is Unearthed, which is the one they're going to show here, which is, actually the first one that I think they show is
This is Unearthed.
Unearthed, yeah. So this is in a titanium mine in the Vieri civilian part of Reach, and it's going to be primarily used in firefights. And now they're showing Condemned. This is on a space station that was a communications relay between Reach and Earth. And this one looks particularly cool to me. And Highlands is a wildlife kind of wilderness preserve on Reach. And it's a really, really large map. It's going to be for big team battles. It's going to accommodate, I believe, up to 16 players. So and it just looks really, really awesome. I'm glad to see that Halo's not done. Obviously, we have the story that came out a couple weeks ago about how they're rebooting Halo Combat Evolved and redesigning it. And now this is going to come out sometime in March. There's no set date yet, but it will come out sometime in March. So there you go.
I think it's, what it is, Andrea, they're probably releasing it in early March, the same time that Sony finally gets the new First Strike map packs for Black Ops, sort of as a way to like say, hey, why play the old maps that you already have on Xbox Live when we got these new Halo maps? Come on over.
You know, I never thought about it that
way
way.
to entice them in and bring them in if you're hungry for more.
That's probably true. So is anybody in the chat excited for the Halo Reach map packs?
Well, Dead Pigs Alive remarks that map packs in Halo 3 are really needed since the addition of Forge. So.
Yes, very true. I completely agree. Cool. So let's move on to our next story.
The next story is today a new Dead Island trailer has released. So basically this is a game coming out for the PS3 and 360 and PC, I believe. It was first announced back in 2009. We have the trailer here to play as well. You can go ahead and roll that.
Actually, yeah, we're going to play the entire trailer, you guys.
Oh, okay.
It's a 3-minute long trailer, but it's so amazing. We didn't want to cut it. If you guys haven't gotten a chance to see it, please give it your full attention because it's one of the best video game trailers I think I've ever seen.
Well, let's roll it first, and then we'll talk about it after
Yeah.
what we can talk about what we see. something in my
I almost
eye
got
a little
tear.
bit.
I was
There's
like, that
something in
little
there.
girl almost made it. She almost made it.
Yeah, it's a fantastic trailer. People are talking about it all over Twitter. It's a trending topic. I mean, people are saying it's one of the best trailers they've seen this year, even though it's only February. But basically, the game was announced back in 2009, and we really haven't seen anything from it until today. And so they say Dead Island is a first-person zombie slasher / action RPG set in the Royal Palms Resort in Papua New Guinea. And players are tasked with escaping the island getaway using all manner of found melee weapons, and this includes axes and pipes. And this kind of reminds me, from what I've read, it kind of reminds me of what we had to do in The Condemned. The Condemned didn't use any sort of guns or bullets. I mean, they did, but there was very minimal amounts of of armor or whatever, of guns in The Condemned. And so I think that makes it more intense and scary when you have to melee something. And these zombies look really fast in the game. It looks like they're running after the little girl. And so I wonder if it's going to be a mix of The Condemned versus Left 4 Dead. And so I'm really excited to see what they're going to produce from this.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously we had zombie game overload last year, but if the game can deliver on this huge promise that the trailer is giving us, I think that I agree it could be a really great game as well. What are people saying in the chat?
On the chat room, I got some awesome comments here.
Yeah, what do we got over here?
Blaze Shepard said to the thing that happens in the end, well, that guy isn't getting a tip. And Tacos Aplenty said, oh, just a typical vacation for me. Meanwhile, Wanting Burrito Meals noticed at the very beginning of the trailer where you see the cute girl on the grass. Oh, it's my date from last night.
Oh,
so there you go. You guys got a great sense of humor. Keep them coming, and I'll read them out.
Ridiculous. All right, great. Thank you guys for your comments. Please do keep them coming. On to our next story. Felicia Day, star and creator of The Guild, is writing and starring in a new Dragon Age web series. And here is a still from the shooting in her elven outfit. She will play an elven assassin named Talus, and the story will follow her as she seeks to find a renegade magician and then enlist people and comrades along the fight, similar to what you do in Dragon Age. And this, of course, is trailer footage from Dragon Age 2, which is coming out on March 22nd. The the demo for this is supposed to be available next week. So I haven't heard an official date, but it's supposed to be out next week, which would be awesome. And if you guys are fans of The Guild, then you'll know that Felicia Day has a really kind of funny, sarcastic sense of the way that she writes. And she said that her character is very much going to have that sarcastic, kind of snarky humor. And I think it's going to be great. I think everything she does is really fantastic, and I'm really excited for her. She's actually appearing on Jimmy Fallon tonight, and they're going to show a trailer, I believe, for the web series.
Nice.
So if you guys are interested in finding out more about her new web series, Dragon Age Redemption is the title of it, she'll be on Jimmy Fallon tonight.
And the production crew is top-notch. I think they said people from Lost are working on this, the United States of Terra. I think the associate producer of Independence Day is directing this. So lots of really big names, and she said that they actually had some sort of a budget to work with. So I am expecting nothing short of fantastic. But what do you think, DCD?
See what it is, you know, I'm thinking after seeing Felicia Day like that, it seems like all elves need to be that hot. You know what I mean?
Very true.
I think it's gonna be a great little, because it seems like a lot of game companies seem to be turning to like the internet for promotion or stuff like that. Because Mortal Kombat, they did the same thing when they showed that mature rated trailer. Now they're doing the webisode series with the same director, and they got Jerry Ryan and Michael Ian Black Dynamite reprising their roles for it. It seems to be the next big thing in like how to advertise your game, and it's really smart, and you get the internet community to like really dig your stuff.
Very true. Yeah, I agree with that.
And it's another one-up for girls in gaming. I mean, really, it's so rare that you get to see a female protagonist like this in a story set in this time period. And I think it's going to be fantastic, and I can't wait to see it. And I totally forgot to ask you about what you thought about Dead Island.
Oh, me? I was going to say, I was wondering if Will Wheaton's going to pop up in Dragon Age. No, two things about Dead Island that stand out. Number one, it's a perfect advertisement to vacation in Seattle instead. And number two, the trailer looks fantastic, but the guys over there at Deep Silver and Techland, they have to be careful because they have now set the bar like this high with this amazing trailer, and now they've got to live up to the standard with this game. I'm going to get to see it at GDC, so I'll be able to tell what improvements they made since they announced it in 2007. But I am a little bit worried. The trailer's fantastic, but you know, I've seen fantastic trailers and then the games are crap. So you know, you just got to be careful with something like that.
Right. But we're thinking positive here.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's a great trailer. If it can live up to that, and I'm not getting, you know, little kids through windows, hey, thumbs up.
Absolutely. All right, cool. So, Jess, tell us about our last headline for the day.
Oh, well, actually, Capcom came down from San Francisco to give us a little sneak peek at Okami Den, which is the new Okami game for the Nintendo DS. Here's some footage here. This is from the Tokyo Game Show. So Okami Den is basically a picturesque action-adventure game for the DS. It'll also run on the 3DS, but of course not in 3D. So it takes place a few months after the events of Okami, and it will follow the adventures of Chibi Taratsu, which is a young sun god who's summoned to protect the land, and he's actually following in the footsteps of his mom, Amaterasu, the sun god who was turned into a wolf. And Chibi Taratsu is this adorable wolf pup, and he joins forces with a rich cast of characters to fight off, you know, new threats that have leached the world of its color. And so, you know, let's see, you encounter various characters throughout the game, and you can actually join forces with other children. And let's see, there's Kuni, who's a young swordsman, and Nanami, I believe is how you say her name, which is a blue-haired mermaid, and they all possess unique abilities that'll help Chibi Taratsu defeat enemies and conquer puzzles. And what I think is really great about a DS version of Okami is I got to play it on the PS2, and I know they ported it over to the Wii, but the game is not only is it an action-adventure game, but it is a drawing game. Like, you do have to draw elements inside of the game to advance yourself in the storyline. So you have to draw a bomb to, you know, make a mountain explode so you can make a doorway for yourself. You have to draw a bridge, or you have to draw a path that, you know, your little friend character will be able to follow. And so this game, I think, is going to do amazing on the DS because you have the stylus and you can draw better and handle things better on the DS. And I believe it comes out March 15th of 2011, and it's E10+, but you know, really, I think anyone is going to be able to play this game and have a good time. And the storyline and the animation is very traditional Japanese style, and so it's going to be fantastic. So you can check that out. Okami Den on the DS comes out March 10th.
Very cool.
March 15th, sorry, March 15th.
And how adorable is the puppy?
The puppy is so adorable.
So
if you pre-order it at GameStop, I think, you can get like a paintbrush stylus. And I believe if you pre-order it through Capcom's store, you get the little Chibi Amaterasu plush puppy keychain, and his little disc comes off the back of his back, like Tron style. So it's really adorable. So you guys should check it out and keep an eye out for it.
Very awesome. What's going on in the chat, Adrian, before we head to your segment?
Oh, well, they just brought up at PC Nerd supposedly heard the story that Sony is halting development on the PS4 in favor of the PSP2. But I don't know. That's what he just said.
No way.
I don't know what his
PC
sources
Nerd,
are.
you better back that up. That's a pretty big accusation.
I know.
We'll see. We'll check into that rumor and we'll get back to you guys. But right now, it's time for Yo Adrian.
All right, so for this week with the release of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, what I decided to do is I put together a little tiny strategy video on the best things that you can do to win a fight, and I also tied in a little bit of how to defeat the ladder challenge room in X-Men Origins Wolverine. It's a game that came out a few years ago, but it's still a really great game, and it has Wolverine, so I figured, you know, it's cool stuff. So, all right, let's take it away. Lower the volume a little bit. So, if you didn't know, you can actually link your Ultra moves. Right there, I linked my Wolverine to Dante, and before Dante finishes, you trigger Spider-Man. So in case you don't know, you can link Ultra one after the other to demolish your opponent. And you can also link your combos. Here, what I'm doing is slamming them on the floor, and then I bring in my other, slam it on the floor, bring in the other. To do that, you press down and X, or in this case, you press right and X when they're in the air. And you press it right at the same time, and you'll be able to link. And if you want to link upwards, you press up and X, and then at the very top, you can unleash your Ultra from the air. This can only be done with a few characters, but Spider-Man's one of them, as you can see there, and finish it off beautifully. Or if you get it done with Wolverine as your last character, he can also unleash his Ultra right from the air, finish him off from a linking combo. Great strategies. All right, now on to defeating Wave 20 for X-Men Origins Wolverine Ladder Challenge Room. Now, the first thing you got to do is run over to the side and then jump back down. The reason why you go up and you go back down is so you can draw less missile fire, because the cheapest thing that these guys can do is they just launch a barrage of missiles and they can absolutely demolish your health. So once you drive him to get to the corner, now you can lure him to exactly where you want him to be. So as you can notice, I'm slowly stepping over to the left, luring him over to the corner. And now that I got him where I want him, I'm going to be deflecting missiles from that guy shooting the missiles down there. And once I'm done with that guy, he explodes, and I'm slowly going to lure the guy over to the right. And you got another guy with missiles waiting for on the other side of the room. Now, rinse and repeat, exact same strategy, block his missiles, and eventually you'll be able to take all the little tiny robots around. There's not too much of an issue, just use quick kill on them. And now for the big guy, the strategy is use your rage and then dash in, attack a little bit, and then when he's going to attack, roll out. Then dash in, attack, roll out. And that's basically what you want to keep doing throughout this battle. This is the best way to defeat these guys. If you saw there, what I did is I jumped from the air, press triangle, and then hit triangle again, hit square quickly to grab them and to do a quick kill. Now, when you're dealing with two Sentinels at the exact same time, what you want to do is the exact same thing that you were doing before. Dash in, slash dash out. And eventually, you'll do that. I just thought it was a cool moment there of the claws popping out like that. Okay, now when you're dealing with three Wendigos, it's the exact same strategy as the Sentinels. Don't get worried about it. Just dash in and dodge out. And eventually, you'll be able to jump on their backs. Don't jump on their backs before, because they will knock you out. These guys, on the other hand, if you're one guy just stabbing away, the other guy can't even hurt you. So feel free to keep launching at him and stabbing him, because the other guy can't even touch you while you're on the other end. And lastly, for the final wave, you're going to go up against two Wolverines, and the best strategy is to let them kill each other off, then go in and pick the weaker Wolverine. And once you do just a couple normal special moves, you will be done, and you will receive that little emblem right there that says, "Congratulations, you are the best at what you do."
Well, Adrian, we needed this info before we did our showdown earlier today.
I know, I was keeping it secret, you know. So.
Oh, but that's
Gotta
cool,
keep
though.
the contest fair. Come on.
Exactly. I couldn't start spouting, "Remember to link your combos, guys!" But, you just press start and...
I wouldn't even have known how to do that.
I wouldn't have remembered how to do it anyway. Agreed.
I didn't know there was that much in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I think
Every
that's really
day people are
awesome.
discovering new things. It's really
Well, actually,
crazy.
the other game wasn't X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yes, it was.
Yes. Fantastic game too, by the way. if you
Which
haven't
was,
played it.
and we had to show that because that level has 50 waves, and if you die in the middle, you have to start all over again.
The entire thing took me about 2 hours to beat.
Oh my god, I'd be so pissed off.
So
I
if you're
wouldn't
gonna
have
do that, you better be
It's
set
like
to do
that
it.
one room in Paper
Yeah.
Mario
Yeah.
where you enter it and it's got 99 doors, and if you die on the 98th door, like
Right at the
I
beginning.
did, you have to do it all over
Oh
again.
my gosh.
Anyway,
oh, wow.
I
wouldn't be able to
digress.
handle it.
That is
Yes.
all the time that we have for today. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. As always, please follow us on Twitter at TWIVG. Like us on Facebook, This Week in Video Games. We have a Facebook page. Please like us and follow us. We post some cool stories and links and videos and photos and stuff on that page. And you can rate and subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/thisweekin. Robert, the DCD, thank you so much for joining us today. Hopefully, Jess and I will get to see you at GDC.
Hopefully nothing. Count on it. And Jess, I really did like what you did with that shirt, but it almost looks like it's going to fall off. Was that the idea?
Are you complaining? No,
Not at all. I was just saying you should do that with all of your clothes. Just saying.
It looks like it's going to fall off because the microphone's pulling it down, but I'm just trying to keep it like off the shoulder. So
Sure.
It's
Okay.
it's very sexy. I like it.
thank you.
Yes, of
So
course.
now you better send me one too, and then we can match. I'll do
I'll
the other
work on
shoulder.
it.
Yes.
So hated around here. DCD, give me this. DCD, give me that.
You like it when I boss you around. Come on.
Hey.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Please check out his site, you guys. GamePlaybook.com. You can follow
fascinating
him
site.
on Twitter at the DCD. All capital letters there. And don't forget, if you guys are interested in winning this awesome pink camel controller to help support the fight against breast cancer, you can find out more details on the bitbag.com. My guy Torrance in the bitbag. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's game over.